Hello YouTube. Well, here we are, day 3 of Snowmageddon, Snowpocalypse, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, it's over and done with. Just some pretty snow left at this point. We've got, had the last of it come through this morning, and it's over and done with. The ice is melting off the trees, so that's a dangerous part. Now we can enjoy the snow till tomorrow, and probably that'll be the end of it. And this is a video response for FunkyPrepper, the Funkmeister, the D-Man. 10,000 subscribers. Wow. I got only 8,200, or excuse me, 8,800 more to go, and I'll catch you. You kind of wanted to know what we liked about the YouTube community, what our feelings were on it, our thoughts. You know, first, let me congratulate you. 10,000, that's a lot of folks. And it's well deserved. I love watching your videos. You make me laugh. Very entertaining and educational as well, and I think that's the whole point. When I started out my channel 3 years ago at this point, my goal at that time was to just share a little bit about what I learned over the years about knives. That's my hobby, collecting, and that's what I enjoy in making knives. I'm happy to say my hand is working. For those of you that have work here, I'm on it, and I'm going to try to knock everything out as fast as possible. Nothing that's in the house will be charged. I mean, there will be no charge for anything that's here. In the future, I'm going to see how this hand goes before I'm not going to take any more outside work. I still have several knives to make that are things not that someone asked me to do, but that I instigated, that I wanted to do, and I want to make those next. But hopefully this was just a one-off, getting old deal. But my hand works now too. It still catches, but it's not enough to impede me working. So I will get on with that. Some other fun things coming up on the channel. I'm going to be posting a lot of knives to Gear Bastion, to the sales section. I have a lot of knives in my collection that aren't in the direction that I'm going. I'm going much more custom knife now than what I used to, and Kylie has several knives now that I'd like to get, so I want to try to sell some of my older collectibles, to go ahead and get some knives from him. He's got some fun stuff coming up. He's made some fun stuff, and obviously that's the main thing that I collect, along with other makers. Jeremy McCullern, and I want to get George Icart. I don't have any of his. I want some more Mr. Tim Troyer and all those folks. So that'll be coming up. But what do I get out of YouTube? Well, maybe more than most people. I don't know. I started out my channel 2.5, 3 years ago at this point, and I really, honestly thought, you know, an old fat guy, nobody's going to watch it except my kids, maybe a few of my friends, but that was fine with me. I just wanted to entertain myself more than anything. And if somebody tuned in and they got something instructional, or it inspired them to try something on their own, well, great. So as time went on, I started making friends with other people that made knives, worked on knives, collected knives. Kylie Harris was one early on, and him and I have become pretty good friends, and I think the world of him. He's just a really nice guy. He has shared and given away, truth be told, thousands of dollars worth of just information and things, not just to me, but to anyone on here. Just go to his videos. There's just a wealth of information. The Cliff Stamps of the world. If you go to his, he has like a little website. He has all of his videos, and he looks at things from a perspective and a knowledge base that most of us just don't have. And I've never asked Cliff a question that he hasn't given me a good detailed answer on. And so there are just people like that all across YouTube that I've taken advantage of their knowledge, and I hope that in return maybe they've gotten a little something from me too. As time went on, I met more and more people, and living here in Atlanta, where the Blade Show is every year, it's billed as the world's biggest knife show. I think that it is, this year especially, because they are going to be 200 tables bigger than they were last year, and that's just, that will fill the whole hall that they have for it. And if you started at 8 o'clock in the morning, by 2 that afternoon, if all you did was walk the tables, you might make one round. I think there's going to be between 900 and 1,000 tables. It's just insane. So I, have a couple spare bedrooms, and some of the people that I got to be friends with wanted to know if they could stay here, and I said, well, sure. And then I invited some other ones, and I think you've all seen the videos and what transpired from that. I have people like Tim Troyer and Mike from Gavco Knives, Jeremy McCullen, Tough Thumbs, who just came last year. First, I had talked to him, helped fix an old knife that he was having problems with, and he came down and stayed last year. And Jeff is just a really nice guy, and hoping we'll see him again this year. I hope to see all of them. It's become an annual gathering. On Saturday night we have a dinner here, and anyone that wants to come that's a subscriber or just interested in knives, welcome to show up. I think this year we're going to change it to Friday night, because the awards banquet is on Saturday night for the Blade Show, and this past year Dan Keffler was going to come here. And if you don't think that I don't want the world champion in my backyard at the Stump of Doom, you got another thing coming. I definitely want him to come. So I think we're going to change that to Friday night, and hopefully we can get Dan here. And I've got one of his pieces. I've got a Wakizashi that I just love, and maybe we can get him to do a little cutting with the Excalibur and the XXL and his own knife. And it's just a wonderful time and great fellowship. I got to know people around the world that I would never have known, that are just fun to talk to. Kylie and I, early on, I would get into work early, and basically all I had to do was monitor equipment. I didn't care if I got on the phone and talked to somebody. As long as the job got done, I could do what I wanted. So the first couple hours before anybody come in, we would sometimes talk for 2 hours in the morning, sometimes more. And huge amounts of knowledge that I got from him. I greatly appreciated. I talked to Waco I have to ask him at some point what is the correct pronunciation, because I've heard both. in Japan. He lives in northern Japan in the Hokkaido area, and just a really great person, and we've exchanged a lot of emails. Funky himself, talking to him, and Wessex Blades. What do you say about that guy, huh? Scott is just Scott. I mean, yeah, I think if I ever watch one of his videos and don't laugh, I'm going to consider that a bad video, but I hadn't seen it yet. He was one of actually the very first people that I watched in England, and the reason I did, I've been and still am a Ray Mears fan, and he had a video on a knife that Ray Mears carried, a Mora, and that was the first one of his videos that I ever watched. And later on, I got to know Sandy from Jacklore, and boy, what a guy there. I don't think I need to say anything about him. The way he makes his knives and leads his life pretty much says it all. And later on, and this is a part where I think it possibly YouTube means a little more to me, or is at least more special to me than some folks. I met a couple, and I started out watching their videos. Okay, I was watching Cindy. Alright, I confess. What guy wouldn't? And that's Soul Survivor times 2. Mike does a lot of the production work, and Cindy's the star of the show, if you will. But I really enjoyed their videos. There was a lot of information in them. They cover a wide range of subjects, and I just really enjoyed them. So they live south of me. I live in Georgia. They live down in Florida. And I have my best friends live in Florida, and my oldest son and 5 of my grandkids live down there. And when I go see them, Mike and Cindy happened to be on the way, so I arranged to meet them for lunch one day, and Mary and I met them, and they are just really, really nice folks, just top of the world. And if you think Cindy is beautiful in the YouTube videos, you should see her in just real time. Just absolutely beautiful. Mike's a great guy, and for all you girls, he's pretty good looking when Cindy can get him on camera. But Cindy inspired me to start losing weight. She says I should take the credit for doing it, and I guess I'll take that. No one else can do it for you. But I still give her the credit for the inspiration. Watching her and Mike took care of themselves and the lifestyle they try to lead, I just decided I wasn't ready to quit and give up yet. So I'm down 6 pant sizes, and I'm trying to make do with clothes that were tight at the beginning of the winter are now starting to get loose, but I'm trying not to buy anything on the way down that I don't have to, because clothes are pretty expensive, as you all well know. And I don't know what kind of shape I'd have been in if I hadn't got that turned around, but I think I'd be in pretty sad shape right now. And in that respect, it's just a whole different world for me. The friends that I made everywhere, the knowledge, the fun of watching people like Funky, like Scott, Kylie, just doing something for the heck of it. Buying a cheap machete and then fixing it up and making it work. I had him do some knives for me that he had made as friction folders, and I said, I'll put a liner lock on them for me. Knowing full well that they weren't meant for that, that they wouldn't lock up tight and everything else, but he still did it for me anyway. It's a fellowship in the sense that all of us get together, we share our ideas in a way that we would never get to. Somebody like Rob in Australia, RDP Projects, you know, really a great methodical craftsman. He takes his time, he plans things out. In other words, he's an antithesis of what I do. I turn the camera on, grab a chunk of steel and have at it. And Rob doesn't do that at all. Rob has a plan, things are usually drawn out, and the results of what he does speak for themselves. He does just gorgeous leather work. I've always wanted to try to make myself slow down and do leather work the way he does it, because he just gets such great results. And there's so many other people I could name, and if any of you, if I've forgotten, don't take it personally. There's just too many. But trust me, I've got something from just about every video that I've watched, and I think in our community, knives, prepping, along that line, we get to know some of the best, because they're people that are independent. They're people that look out and want to take care of themselves and look out for themselves. People that don't depend on others. And you know, the kind of men and women, if you will, that I want in my foxhole if something goes south. So, Mr. Funky Prepper, my friend, great job. I hope you get 10,000 more and 10,000 more after that. And you know, I love the videos, the music, the comedy, all the tips that I get from you and everyone else over there. And I hope that you'll be around for a long time doing the same thing, because we really enjoy watching you. And I hope that maybe you've got a few tricks up your sleeve, and who knows what you'll come up with next. So congratulations, and yeah, nobody don't pay any attention to that. That's nothing. It's just just a folding knife. Might show up in a video at some point. I don't know. Could. Anyway, take it easy, and let me sign off. This is way too long, but all of my subscribers, all of my friends out there on YouTube, you're all special to me, and I enjoy anytime we get to talk or correspond or anything else. And if you've sent me a message on YouTube and I haven't responded, it isn't because I haven't tried. I probably just haven't seen it. Like I said, I never thought I'd have even 10 subscribers, let alone 1,200 subscribers. And after a while, it does get hard not to miss. Not to mention that YouTube is not the best about absolutely posting each message, because I've had several people say, well, I sent you this or that, and I know they did. There's no question about it, but it's not there. And you know, they'll even resend the same exact message that they have a copy of. But I try and just really enjoy you guys. Funky, stay funky. Take it easy, guy. And we'll talk to you later.